Fight fans, fight fans, fight fans. I do apologize. We had some technical difficulties all the way through this issue. Um, I was not aware that this was, I know it was cheap, but I did not know that it was this type of issue. What the hell is going on? Okay. All right. We are live. I paid for the fight 3 hours ago. I could not get the fight. And somebody's going to be accountable for this because I paid for the fight at 7 o'clock. And the crazy thing is, when I hit pay, it came out of my account, but it didn't register. So I'm still pissed off. But nonetheless, did you see him Billy fight? He looked improved. No, bro, I didn't see anything. And I'm super pissed off because, first of all, we had a, we had a card, an undercard that I was interested in seeing. Now, Tyrell Herdon is down. You know what? I think this is really going to turn into a rant because I'm looking at it like, nah, but bro, this is the Wilder fight. This is 10:59. Bro, it's 11 o'clock. Left hook. Okay, I'm looking at this fight and I'm thinking to myself, like, did the boxing gods do me a favor? I don't know. Now, keep in mind, people, this is a guy that a couple of years ago took a picture with Deontay Wilder because he was a fan of Deontay Wilder. But no, I mean, I'm sitting here. I've been in a situation where, yeah, I am not no longer in an area that I was in, right? So here we go. This is round 2. And I've missed every undercard. I've missed it all. I've missed it all. You know what? This doesn't even really look like a Wilder fight of 2025. It looks like a Wilder fight of 2016. That's what it looks like. Yeah, look, dude, I am not. Normally, when you order a fight, it's there for you. Bryce Productions, counterpunch to you, bro. Good right hand by Herndon. Right hand by Wilder. The hell is this? Hmm. I do not like the jab of Herndon. Herndon is almost like this jab looks like fucking Carl Winslow. Like, I mean, come on, bro. What are you doing? Um, you know what? You fell asleep, didn't you? No, I did not fall asleep. This is the issue with this fight. I bought the fight. I purchased the fight. And when I clicked on the app, it told me that you could not watch it on this device. And I said, okay. So I checked my phone again. Then I checked my television. And I am sitting here looking stupid, basically. Well, the good thing about this fight is at least it's not over in one round. This looks like a fight from 2016. You know, the crazy thing about this issue is um, it's not from, I'm looking at this from another source. I'm not even looking at this through what I purchased. BLK Prime. No. Well, to say the least, um, did Wilder just actually grab this man because he came in with two shit jabs? He grabbed him. My favorite Wilder fight is the first Ortiz fight. That's my favorite Wilder fight. Yeah, good little sparring match, right? Oh, this is not good. I just seen Wilder hit Herndon with a right hand. And it's crazy because Herdon took that shit with a smile. Mm-mm. And the punches seem snappy. They seem slappy. Bryce Productions. Actually, I will be watching that shit. I'll be watching Chavez versus Jake Paul. And you know the crazy thing is, I don't believe that I will ever run into this type of problems. Hmm. Dude, let me tell you something. Deontay Wilder, right now, I would love to fight him. I would love to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't know. This seems like because I don't see Wilder with hair. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but it's crazy because I don't know. I don't. It's hard to say about Wilder. Wilder is a guy that he looks like Doc Brown has just taken him from 2018. No, I'm sorry, from 2016 to now. Hmm. Yeah, I see what they're trying to do. I mean, the hook is like it's an arm choreographed hook. But the only positive thing that I can tell you guys, man, is he's not here to lay down. He's not here to. I mean, Herndon is not here to lay down. Wilder got him in a corner, and you know the crazy thing about it is Wilder is turning his entire body over. And the scary thing is, I don't see any impact. Jab, jab. Yeah, this guy. I mean, and you start to wonder is why didn't Curtis Harper uh, get the opportunity? Because Curtis Harper was the guy that historically walked out of the FL Jogba fight. I think Wilder's statue could beat him. I think Wilder's statue could beat a lot of people. You would not want a big ass statue like that. I've seen that statue. You wouldn't want a statue like that to come alive and just start murking people because that's all it would be doing. It's a jab, jab, jab. Left hook to the body. Okay, well, I don't know what condition Herndon's in. Herndon looks like a pretty good conditioned basketball player. I mean, this is Herndon. I don't know. He's not really even fighting. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow. Okay, Herndon throws a jab. Mm, bro, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm looking at Herndon and I'm trying to think to myself, what does Herndon, he's on the ropes. They're okay. That they consider that a knockdown, but yeah, this shit's terrible. This shit's terrible. Yeah, like Herndon is not in any. Okay. Wow. The way he threw Herndon threw a 1-2, and that shit was like, bro. This shit looks like Spider Rico. I'm gonna be real with you. Looks like Spider Rico. I mean, it wasn't. That wasn't even considered a knockdown. Well, damn. Okay. Wilder would lose to Klitschko. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would. I was supposed to watch this fight live, right? And I'm sitting here watching. This is a Deontay Wilder fight. Now, I know Anthony Joshua went from the Wembley to Tottenham to Saudi Arabia. You know, I understand that, but this shit is bad. It's crazy. Okay, Herdon's down again. All right, come on, Herdon. Jab from Wilder, paw and jab. He slaps a left hook, like another left hook. And it's crazy because, like, dude, oh boy. Good jab from Herdon. Herdon finally decides to throw a jab. All right. Okay, a straight right from Deontay. Oh, that was a good right. Oh, whoa, what the fuck was that? What was that? This fight's over. He gets chinned with a right hand. And guess what? The ref jumps in and stops the fight. Yeah, this shit's oh boy. Wow. Man, I'm trying to get up, people. I'm trying to get up for this shit. And trying to get up. I am trying to get up. I mean, there were some knockdowns, I guess. There were some knockdowns. Yeah, I'm highly disappointed. I am highly disappointed. This fight is over. And I'm trying to figure out why. That was a pretty awful performance. I'm glad I didn't pay for this fight. People, I'm pissed off because I paid for this fight. I paid for this fight at my time, Central Standard Time. And guess what? Couldn't watch the fight. I'm watching this shit off of YouTube. Yeah. Okay. You know, if you see Tyrell Herdon in Wilder's corner as some type of spit bucket assistant or corner man, yeah, you'll pretty much know what you need to know.
Deontay, you said all week that you wanted to see where you were at. How did it feel after the layoff, and how did you feel? It felt great. First of all, I'd like to give thanks to my opponent, man. You're a tough guy, man. I appreciate the work. Wichita, man, thank you for your love and your hospitality. It's been nothing but amazing being here, man. Y'all some of the best people in the world, man. I hope I can come back. I had a a long time. You myself back together.
We in this bitch.
Back together. It's been a long time.
Yes, sir.
You know, and
that nigga got like
you know. I know.
I ain't ready to lie, y'all. Deontay Wilder, I don't see. He not in the top 5 heavyweights. I don't see it, y'all. He not ready for Joshua. Man, this I know that's like a practice fight, but he ain't ready.
Okay, shut up. Based on what I've seen, people, Wilder is, I don't know what to say about Wilder. I don't know what to and how to I don't know what's in store for him. If I was Deontay Wilder, people, I want you guys to listen to me. If I was Deontay Wilder, I would fight Dave Allen. Yeah. I would fight Dave Allen, and then I would take that shit super seriously, and I would, I would do it in the UK. Because you have to take it, you have to put in mind, I mean, Deontay Wilder is a fighter that has not been in the ring in over a year. He hasn't been in the ring in over a year. Okay, fine. He hugs JD's. I'm watching Deontay. I'm looking at him. This shit looks like we have been. It feels like I'm 35. I'm 45, people. I am not 35. I'm 45 years old. This seems like something that should have happened in 2015. This seems like one of those performances from one of those guys that he fought in 2015. Do you guys know where I was in 2015? I'm going to tell you. I was in Brazil in 2015. I was engaged. I was, I was happy. I mean, I love Brazil. My life at that time was totally different, and I watched Deontay Wilder go through a couple surgeries, go through him and Danny Garcia. And I watched Deontay. And to be fair, he looked like the same guy. If you warp through all these years, he looked like the same guy. I didn't see a knockdown. Honestly, I didn't see one of those KOs that convinces me that the punches is back. It did make me wonder why the fuck he was in Wichita, Kansas. You could have been in Chicago. You could have been in Vegas. You could have been in Miami. You could have been in your adopted place of Brooklyn. Remember Brooklyn? You could have been in not Louisiana, really. I mean, but Wichita, Kansas. It made me think that maybe why Wichita, Kansas? Does he have family there? Does he have people that he knows there? Does he have supporters there? Does he have people that was going to support him? Chisora needs a retirement fight. You know, here's the weird thing about that Dad's Army. That shit might have been a disaster. I don't know what Deontay Wilder intends to do. I don't know what he intends to do. Now you could say the fighter didn't come to fight, but because I don't think he came to fight. I think he came to get paid. I think whatever amount of money they gave him, we don't know how much money that Wilder made from this fight. I think it was very, very little. Shit, this fight to me looked like he fought this fight to pay for court costs. You know, Chisora will obliterate. Look. Chisora, keep in mind, Chisora will, just be real. Chisora, because see, Chisora's a different type of beast. Chisora's not that guy that's going to ever, I repeat, ever show him leniency or respect. Chisora's going to come in there to knock his face off. Maybe Dave Allen. Dave Allen's a party animal. Kurt, this was more about getting rounds in for Wilder. There was no real sense of urgency. No, it wasn't. And in fact, I don't approve this fight because Herdon was not there to fight. Herdon was not there to be a challenge. Herdon was there to get paid. You could have very well, no. You couldn't put me in there. Because a lot of times people say, hey, Kurt DeVille versus Deontay Wilder at this point. I think Wilder would be a because these are the pros. I never fought as a professional, but I can tell you this. Wilder is a very, very predictable person. Very. And based on what I saw, it was once upon a time I used to be scared of Wilder. I used to think Wilder was just a dangerous dude, you know, very little risk. No. High risk, very little reward. But no, man, I don't know if Herdon actually came to fight. So we can't say he's there to fight. We can't say that he was there to be a challenge. We can't say that he was a guy that was going to honestly test Deontay Wilder. (44-4). Deontay Wilder, the ref was there. It does make me think, why the fuck was this in Kansas? It makes you think on why that. I understand that Wilder, and I was a guy that was like, yeah, he deserves a tune-up. Yeah, he deserves this particular type of atmosphere and this type of fight with someone that is not, I repeat, not on that level. But I didn't expect this, people. Now I understand why it wasn't meant for me to buy this. Well, I did buy the fight. I bought the fight, but I didn't watch the fight how I expected I would watch the fight. And Wilder, it's hard to really, to be fair, it's hard to really rate this fight based on a person that didn't come to fight. Now you can beat Wilder. I don't think that the guy that fought Wilder was supposed to beat Wilder. But I can tell you this, asshole. I would try. And Wilder's not like this boxing technician that you got to figure out. No. You just have to figure out that, hey, move to your left. Wilder needs to throw more right, left combinations. Malik Scott's a bad trainer. Hey, Kurt. Man, I'm pissed off, man. I mean, this day fucking sucked. BLK Prime. I saw BLK Prime when I've paid for 3 events from these people. Paid for the Crawford versus Avanesian fight, the Adrian Broner versus Blair the Flair fight, and now this fight. Bro, I'm upset, man. Hey, Kurt, you watching CPU, bro? The fuck is CPU? Fuck it, May Wilder versus Joshua. Well, no. He won't beat Joshua, bro. He won't beat Joshua. Wilder won't beat Joshua. Wilder's a name. And I can't be convinced on his punching power because I've seen him turn. I watched this guy turn his whole waist into a punch several times for what? How many rounds? At least there's Canelo versus Crawford to look forward to. Yeah. That's a real fight because Crawford's not coming to be a bitch. Crawford knows what's ahead of him. He knows that he should know that Canelo is the favorite. If he doesn't know that, he's an idiot. AJ smokes Wilder. AJ knocks out Wilder bad. That fight is Well, maybe people, I think we looking at it like Herdon we never heard of, and then maybe Dave Allen, and then maybe Joshua. Triple D kills Wilder. Danny Dubois, the IBF heavyweight champion of the world. I wouldn't really want that to take place, right? I'm upset because I'm here to support Wilder. This is the week of Wilder, and it's bad enough it's on a Friday, and so we didn't really get to see. AJ will get caught. Well, what will he get caught with? Shout out to Super Huster Men. If Wilder fight Joshua now, he's getting blasted worse than in Gunner. Yeah, bro, I can't argue against that. And I'm not even really mad about it. What I am mad about in any situation is I do not like watching a poor performance and then watching a fighter that showed a poor performance go into it with someone that is destined to knock him out. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Will I laugh? I think it depends on the. I think it depends on how the knockout comes. But understand, this is not the Wilder of 2017, 18, or even 19. This is the Deontay Wilder that we have right now, and maybe I'm biased because I think BLK Prime, they dropped the ball on this one. I did not show the love. Now I have to call them, and I'm looking for the number, and I couldn't even find a fucking number to call them. So, fuck. He was going to kill him if they didn't stop it. Okay. They were going to kill him if they didn't stop it? Maybe. Sure. He got caught with a right hand, bro, and he was still up. Do you think that equates them stopping the fight? Shut up. Just shut up. I'm sick of hearing his, I can give Wilder this. Wilder has some crazy bona fide dedicated fans. Damn. Deontay Wilder, he didn't look too good. And people understand this. This is coming from a standpoint where I've had a very bad day as far as technicalities, and I went on when the fight, I could see the fight. Jake Paul should beat Chavez. Okay. I'm going to be live for that shit tomorrow. And I think this will be more entertaining. Why did this cost money? Well, that's a good question. This tells us, if it's on BLK Prime, this tells us, for one, the Zone didn't want it. Showtime didn't want it. ESPN won't touch it. There you go. Kurt, who wins? Deontay Wilder versus Charles Martin now. I would actually, bro, fancy a fight with Charles Martin and Deontay Wilder, because to me, they are both former champions. And Charles Martin, I don't know what it is with him and Deontay. Deontay kind of, he didn't want to fight Deontay for some strange reason. You were busy complaining about Herdon. Y'all missed the point. Wilder wasn't doing all the necessary movements he was doing versus Parker. He wasn't rushing in either, and he stayed behind the jab. Well, Herdon wasn't giving Wilder a lot. I do agree. He'll stop AJ. Well, I don't know if he'll stop AJ, man. I don't think at this point he would. I think Anthony Joshua would knock out Deontay Wilder right now. But I'm only basing that off of an angry frustrated Kurt. The ref had TKO on his ticket. Yeah, he did. You're right about that. Because if I was Tyrell Herdon, I would be pissed. Wilder versus Richard Torre. I don't think that's a good fight. I don't think, let me put it this way. I don't think that's a fight that Richard or Wilder would want. Herdon showed more defensive skills in this fight than Joshua versus Dubois. How quickly people forget. Yeah, I mean, it's a comeback fight, people. It is a comeback fight. I'm biased because I didn't get to watch it like I wanted to. I paid for this shit. I paid for this fight. I paid for the fight, man. And but the way the fight went, I'm not even happy with it anyway. So not only did I pay for the fight and then get to see the fight, I had to watch the fight on some bootleg ass YouTube. I didn't even enjoy the fight. Kurt, why you don't watch free streams? Because these fighters put their lives on the line, and I'm a boxing commentator. Why would I fucking do it like that? Wilder is still strong, but what gave him power was his guns blazing explosiveness. I don't know if his explosiveness actually did it. I think I'm not convinced based on what I saw that he's back, because the Wilder that we are accustomed to knock people out. I mean, knock them out. I don't mean, that other shit. His legs are still too weak. Jake Paul even beats this Wilder. Wilder loses to Jake Paul, his career is over. Prime Wilder definitely would have KO'd him bad. Yeah, but we shouldn't see such a big difference. Be honest, Kurt, if Wilder had blasted Herdon out in the first round, would that have really proven anything? No. But it showed us that Wilder going later and later, what does it show us? Does it show us that he is a knockout artist still? He looked terrible. Time to hang it up. Kurt, I get Caballero would be a nightmare for Deontay Wilder. I don't know about that. I don't know about if he would be a nightmare, because I get Caballero has to come in. Now, I think Caballero would beat Wilder. I think a lot of people would beat Wilder at this point. But then keep in mind, this is a fight where Wilder is back in the ring in over a year. And I think we need to pay attention to the fact that Herdon was not this known knockout artist. He wasn't. But yeah. I mean, Wilder didn't look great, but neither did the fighter. But then again, I did expect Wilder to. I've seen a lot of these left hook leads off the jab. Kurt secretly wants Anthony Joshua to put him on the moon, hence why he's been overly generous to Wilder. Caballero folds him like a deck chair. No, that's false. I've always known that Joshua is better. He's a better fighter that you can market versus Deontay Wilder because Joshua is just better. But then Wilder has his own appeal. Oh, so it's a shame they didn't fight or whatnot, but I do think that Wilder probably at the time would have knocked out AJ. But how would that be good for boxing? I don't think it would. I don't know how good it would be for boxing because I think that was probably the worst thing, them not fighting. Because Tyrell Miller and Andy Ruiz combined, those were just other opponents versus the fight that we wanted. We wanted to see Joshua versus Wilder. And because we wanted to see Joshua versus Wilder, those fights that we didn't want to see, they can take 3 or 4 seats. And because they could take 3 or 4 seats, if Wilder fought AJ and then Wilder did something crazy like land that right hand and knock AJ out, but AJ was winning, it would be one of those success stories that could possibly be in the making, you know. And I do think that overall, AJ fighting Deontay Wilder would be kind of like the good guy versus the bad guy. It would be more like Floyd Patterson with a bigger punch versus Sonny Liston. And because that would have been the case, we would have seen and witnessed something good. But yeah, AJ looked bad too, man. These guys do not look good. I mean, now I think it's time for Tyson Fury to come back and show how good he can still be. I think Tyson Fury needs to come back and to revive the Three Kings to show that he's the best. And I think the way you do that, you fight Anthony Joshua because you've already fought Deontay Wilder 3 fucking times. You've overfought him. So then you go fight AJ. And what's up, Kurt? Deontay, please take this. And if he fights AJ and beats AJ, you know what? I think Tyson Fury doesn't even have to have a rematch. I know Eddie Hearn's going to put that in the contract. I think that fight should happen one time. And yeah. I think it's time for AJ to be a man and fight Wilder and Tyson. I think that those fights should happen too. But as far as AJ versus Wilder now, AJ would hurt Wilder. And I don't know. See, we don't know if Tyson will come back. But we also don't know if Wilder actually has the punching power. Kurt, Philip Hergovic would stop Deontay Wilder. I think that would be actually a fight that I would like to see because we've seen what they've done in sparring. but we don't know what they would do in reality, especially since all this time has passed. Because I think Wilder is, I think he was a lot tougher than people gave him credit for. And I think that maybe, just maybe, his resistance is not the way it was. Since it's not the way it was, I think people need to understand, like, hey, well, this is what we may run into with Philip Hergovic. But what I also learned about Hergovic is, what about Big Baby? I would love to see Big Baby Miller fight Wilder. I think it should be a fight that definitely should happen. So, yeah. But then Wilder, if he's trying to fight Usyk, and that's coming out on the next video, he's trying to fight Usyk, and he wants a justification to do so. I don't see why Usyk would want to fight him. And I'm not saying that because I want to keep Usyk away from Wilder. I'm just saying Wilder, this was Wilder's comeback fight, people. This was his comeback fight. This wasn't a fight where it was a do or die simply based on he needed to win. But it wasn't a fight where he this defined his career as far as him being this way. When Wilder was fearless but patient, he was dangerous. He had to take serious punishment in order to get the knockout. Super hustleman. No, I don't think he had to take serious knockout punishment or whatever. He didn't have to take that shit. He never took it, honestly. The only time that I know he got actually put to the test was against Luis Ortiz. And understand, I'm Cuban, bro. I'm a Cuban American. So I am biased for Cuban fighters, but I'm not biased in a way you think. I'm biased in a way that, hey, I want Cubans to win championships. And they've won a lot of them. They just never won the heavyweight championship. So when Luis Ortiz fought Deontay Wilder in 2018, back in March of 2018, I was highly upset. I'll never forget the time I was watching the fight, and it was crazy. This black dude was behind me, and Ortiz was whooping Wilder's ass. And then when Wilder caught him and started beating him up and stopping him, this motherfucker said, "Oh, you quiet now." I was so angry. Wilder fearless. No, Wilder took shots. I understand what you're saying. He did take punches that he didn't need to take, but that wasn't because he was fearless. He just took them. I mean, he was tough. He was tough. Word was Fury avoided Ortiz. Yeah, he didn't want to fight Ortiz. He didn't want to fight Oscar Rivas. He avoided a lot of fights. I'm going to tell you guys, Tyson Fury was a motherfucker. I mean, he didn't really fight a lot of people. And when he was out, he could have fought David Haye. He could have fought Tony Bellew. He did not fight those guys. He could have fought David Price. He didn't fight those guys. Wilder should just become a preacher. Yeah. Oh, Fury almost fought Caballero. Maybe they found out Caballero probably would have been someone that would have been the WBC heavyweight champion. You know what though? I'm glad he didn't fight Caballero then. Because maybe, just maybe, people, Caballero at the time could have been compromisable. And what I mean by that is he could have been one of those fighters that you throw him an extra $1 million and he probably would have not fought like he's supposed to. The scariest virgin only you know is when Luca is around and when but no, I think that damn, what the fuck is this? Okay. Here we go. I think that Wilder, yeah, I believe he needed rounds, but the rounds that we saw, I don't know. I'm not impressed with it. But then again, people, I wasn't impressed with Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin either. I was not impressed. I was not impressed with him fighting Hellenius either. I was impressed with him fighting Otto Weiland. You know, so yeah. Kurt, small mummy cloud is Luca Moore with different account. Or I would personally like to see Otto Weiland versus Wild. I don't mind seeing that fight. I really don't mind seeing Otto Weiland versus Deontay Wilder, and I think that would make a lot of sense because Joshua fought him. It doesn't really help the idea of the fight because Derek Chisora was the first person that dropped Otto Weiland. But it could still work. And it could still work because Wilder, being Wilder, could knock out Otto Weiland. Especially being a southpaw. And if he could knock out Otto Weiland. The only problem with Wilder now, I'm very disappointed because, for one, I'm mad. I bought a fucking fight that I can't see. I'm sorry. But I'm not fucking sorry at the same time. I'm pissed, people. And but we get an opportunity to see that fight. Kurt, no one in the top 20 heavyweights would have nothing to worry about Wilder after that performance. Well, no, I think Wilder is, I don't know what. I don't really know what happened to Wilder. I'm not convinced that the power is still there. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm not convinced that the power is still there. I'm not convinced that he's this knockout artist still. It's good he got a victory. Kurt, I am really sorry for what happened to you. Yeah, man. Thank you. But no, bro. I think Wilder needs to. Don House. Okay. Dawn House. I don't know, man. No, I think Wilder should see at this point. Wilder should retire on his way out when he goes back up in opposition. When he goes back, when he decides to give it another go. If a low-level journeyman like Herdon can avoid his punches, just imagine what a top. Well, I don't know. So there you go. Deontay Wilder versus Tyrell Herdon was stopped prematurely. It was piss poor, and I do not approve the performance. I'm glad that Wilder got rounds, but the rounds that he got really, to me, wasn't beneficial. Kirk, can you imagine what would have happened if Michael Hunter fought Deontay? Michael Hunter would have, listen, look, for Michael, because at this point, I don't know if that fight would be even lucrative. The only way I want Michael to fight Deontay would be the money. And I don't think the money would be behind a fight like that. I think the money would be some shiesty ass bullshit, $500 to $1 million fight. No, I wouldn't want to see that. Do I think Michael would beat him? Yeah, he would beat him. He would beat a lot of fighters. He would beat everybody probably. I would give Frank Sanchez a go. Yeah, there's no money against Wilder. Yeah, you mean Hunter is a guy that his market value has dropped because people forgot him. Eddie Hearn did him like shit. He didn't do him right. And because he didn't do him right, he did not want to fight him. Let's see Wilder versus White. Well, I think both of those guys, honestly, are in the same boat. I think maybe, just maybe, they ain't got it no more. The viciousness of the body snatcher, and to this day, Wilder is not the same. But people, I'm frustrated. Michael Hunter has always been overvoted. I'm pissed off, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just I'm just pissed off, man. I'm mad. I'm angry. The performance sucks. So but anyway, I'm about to get off of here. So if you guys want to donate, share, like, do it now. Because I'm about to get off of here, man. Because I'm really discouraged. Yeah. So, fight was trash. BLK Prime was not the best tonight. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Kurt, here's a question for you. Do you think Lennox Lewis would have beat everyone in his prime? He would have whooped everyone here. Probably Usyk, because Usyk is a guy. I mean, Usyk probably would have. He probably would have had a lot of problems. Me, Sir Charles. I don't know what the hell that means. Kurt, damn. Okay. Well, goddamn. Ow. Okay. Tevin Farmer versus Kid Austin was saved this weekend. Okay. Yeah. That could be classic. Kurt, the fight was horrible. Jacksman dash 069. Damn, you changed your shit again? Lewis got sparked by a journeyman. Who the fuck was the journeyman? Don't say it's Oliver McCall, because that's bullshit. Oliver McCall was not a journeyman. Oliver McCall was a very formidable opponent. Yeah. Kurt, I did not change the name. You didn't? What the fuck is this 06G shit? Kurt, how about Wilder versus Paul? Be an interesting fight, man. People sleep on Paul, man. Paul just came. I don't know what kind of drugs he on. Fuck. I don't know what kind of drugs he's on, but yeah, Jake Paul's knocking motherfuckers. Boom! He's knocking their ass out. He's dropping. How Lewis get knocked out by Hasim Rahman and somehow you think can beat Prime Fury? I never said I could be a Prime fucking Fury. Prime Fury would be a big ass bully. But nah. Kurt, it be a good money trap. Money grab. I think so. Shit, I would like the money. What I would do with $5 or $6 million, man, I would just I do a lot, man. I would start a podcast. Yeah, I'll start a podcast. I wouldn't do it here, man. I would. For you guys don't know, I'm leaving the country. I'm leaving this motherfucker. I'm leaving the U.S. and I'm going somewhere in the Caribbean. I just don't know yet. And because of that, I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, you know? So, Claudius would shit on Fury. Claudius. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, Claudius would. Yeah. Lennox would beat up him. Lewis would have destroyed Fury. Yeah, I mean, he would have knocked Fury out. Fury is a pretty decent bullshit boxer. He's good at psyching you out, you know? I mean, he's really good at it. But he's not that good at power. In my opinion, Usyk beats everyone, especially Ali. Could he do it? I don't know. But then, to support that argument, I don't know if there was people around like that. That wasn't Papachenko. That wasn't Lomachenko. That wasn't any type of ego. Or was there? You are on the whiskey, Kurt. Yeah. But I'm tired, man. I think I'm gonna head in a minute. Yeah. Ike Abarabuchi against Paul. Now, I don't think Paul wants that fucking smoke because Ike Abarabuchi will put him in the fucking ground. No, it's not Curtis. Motherfucker. Stayed up for Wilder in the UK now at 6 a.m. Yeah, man, I'm tired, man. I don't. You know what's sad though? This was such a lackluster to the point where I don't even really. I'm not even gonna do a. Hey, breaking bullshit. Kurt, what about Ike Abarabuchi versus Deontay Wilder now? Ike Abarabuchi would probably knock out Deontay Wilder, but what would that do for Ike? I mean, it would help him, but Wilder is a guy that needs redemption. But if he gets beat by Ika Barabuchi, he would be a laughing stock. Yeah, he would be one of those dudes that knocked out a lot of people that thought they were something. Chris Bird and others. I feel the same way, Kurt. Very disappointing. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks, bro. I would have been, you know what? I don't know. I mean, I think that I'm bombed out because we never really saw what was going to happen. You know, yeah, I heard about the John Jones fight, but whatever. Akabar Bucci versus Mike Tyson, both in the primes, would be very scary. Yeah, it would. It would. I don't know who. See, Akabar Bucci, I feel bad for him. Um, it's a bittersweet issue because me personally, I just wish somebody would give Ika Barabucci $5 million just to stop fighting. Don't fight no more. Don't try to fight no more. Don't attempt to fight no more. For you, the show is over. School of 50 on the job. I don't even know what happened, but dude, I'm tired. Jake Paul will give Ike that cash. No, he won't. He's not that stupid because he doesn't. Jake Paul will not fight Ika Barabucci because he knows Ika Barabucci is he's mentally unstable in a sense. Wait, you mean you give me money? I don't want to. No, fuck that. No. But Ika Barabucci would hit Jake Paul. No, I don't think that would be a good idea. I'm sorry, it wouldn't be a good idea at all. I think that I should stay retired. Between Daniel Bois and AJ, that should be in the UK, not Africa. Because even Danny Dubois' people are from like Granados or some shit like that. You know, Kurt never seen you like this before. You look Russian tonight. um, I'm just disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. I'm like, fuck. You know. But we have Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez, he's gonna take a dive more than likely. He ain't gonna win this fight. Kurt is feel. He is very feel. Yeah. Man, this Deontay Wilder fight. I'm glad they got paid. I'm glad nobody's got hurt. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I love you guys. I hope you tune in once again. Thank you all for coming. And until then, everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.